Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय।
Jai
श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय।
Jai
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Jai
समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय।
Jai
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे
Hare.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita reading. Let's begin reading right away. So we are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 3, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's stay at Advaita Acharya's house. And Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have started to eat, and Nityananda Prabhu complained that the quantity of prasad was not sufficient. And Advaita Acharya said that being a traveling mendicant, you should be satisfied because usually you don't even get cooked food. You just eat some roots or fruits. But, and I'm a poor Brahmana, I'm just offering you a little bit, just accept it. And Nityananda Prabhu said, no, it's not about me being a mendicant. It's about you inviting us for prasad. Then it's your responsibility to feed us sumptuously. Then Advaita Acharya said, you are a Brashta Brahmana, right? So I'm sorry, Brashta Avadhuta. That means although it looks like uh, it's a blasphemy, but actually it was a glorification. It was only, this statement only said, so Advaita Acharya said, you're a Brashta Avadhuta, you have accepted sannyas simply to fill your belly, and you give trouble to Brahmanas like me. Right, your business is to give trouble to Brahmanas, like that Advaita Acharya said. So Srila Prabhupada makes it clear that this is not a real argument. This was actually a glorification of Nityananda Prabhu, because Nityananda Prabhu is Paramahamsa and he is above all rules and regulations of Smarta Brahmanas. That's all we have to understand. Now next we'll continue. Tumi khete paro dasha vishamanera anna Amitaha kaha pavo daridra brahmana. So Advaita Acharya is saying to Nityananda Prabhu, so first he said, you are a Brashta, Avadhuta. Your business is simply to give trouble to Brahmanas like me. Yeah, Advaita Acharya accused Nityananda Prabhu saying, you can eat 10 to 20 manas of rice. What is one man? One man means, I think, 1 ton is 1,000 kilos, right? 1 quintal is 100 kilos. So man is, I don't know exactly if anyone knows what is 1 man equivalent to in terms of kilos of rice. Okay,
In Patpod, it is said it is 40 kilo.
40 kilos. Jai, thank you. Thank you. 1 mana is 40 kilos. Yes, 40 kilos. So you can eat 10 to 20 manas means 40 times 20. 800 kilos of rice. You have the capacity to eat 10 to 20 manas of rice. But I'm a poor Brahmana. How I can provide so much rice? Right? And again, this looks like a like an insult, right? You can eat any quantity, right? Like, sometimes you say you're a petu, right? You eat so much, right? Like that. It can sound like that. Or externally, that's what he was saying. But actually, it was a glorification. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? Like Govardhan, he could eat so much, right? All the villages, what with the whole food in the entire world you can eat, and still you can say, give me more, because you are limitless, right? Who can satisfy you? Is it possible for anyone to fill you, to satisfy you? It's not possible. So that's a glorification of the Lord. But also it can mean externally, like it will appear like Advaita Acharya is saying, you can eat so much. How I can provide so much to you? ये पायाछो ये पायाछो मुष्टि एक अन्न ताहा खाया उठो पागल आमी ना करी हो ना छाड़ाइयो झूठो. Okay, ये पायाछो मुष्टि एक अन्न, one fistful of rice, taha khaya utho. Yes, whatever you have received, one mushti bhar, right, one fistful of rice, eat that and get up. पागलामी ना करी हो, don't make me mad. ना छाड़ाइयो झूठो, and don't leave any remnants on the plate. So whatever you have, though it be a palmful of rice, please eat it and get up. Don't show your madness and strew the remnants of food here and there. Yeah, don't just, don't leave your remnants here and there. And just be a gentle person and just eat whatever has been offered, and you get up. And don't make me crazy, don't drive me crazy. Pagalami na kore ho. And na chadaiyo jhuta, don't leave your remnants here. Like that Advaita Acharya is saying, whatever you have, though it be a palmful of rice, please eat it and get up. Don't show your madness and strew the remnants of food here and there. এই মত হাস্য রসে করে না ভোজনা, अर्ध अर्ध खाया प्रभु छाड़े ना व्यंजना. In this way, Nityananda Prabhu and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ate and talked with Advaita Acharya jokingly. After eating half of each vegetable preparation given to him, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu abandoned it and went on to the next. That means Mahaprabhu is certainly leaving remnants. Yes? So whatever was given to him, he would eat half of that and leave the remaining there, and he would go to the next and to the next. And in this way, they were having a good time, talking jokingly and relishing prasadam. The three lords were there. Advaita Acharya is serving, and Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are honoring, accepting. Sei Vyanjana Acharya Punaha Korena Purana, Ei Mata Punaha Punaha Pariveshe Vyanjana, Sei Vyanjana Acharya Punaha Korena Purana. That means as soon as half of the vegetable in the pot, right, in the katori, in the bowl, as soon as half of the vegetable was eaten by Mahaprabhu to go to the next one, immediately Advaita Acharya would come and fill it up again. As soon as half of the vegetable in the pot was finished, Advaita Acharya filled it up again. In this way, as the Lord finished half of a preparation, Advaita Acharya again and again filled it up. So it was never empty, it was never half. All the katoris were always full. As soon as Mahaprabhu would eat half, and then Advaita Acharya would fill everything, all preparations. दोना व्यंजने भरी करे न प्रार्थना. Dona, right? Dona means drona you say, right? Droni, that leaf cup. So dona vyanjane bhari करे न प्रार्थना, प्रभु बोले ना आरको तो करिबो भोजना. So Advaita Acharya would come and keep filling the bowl, right? After filling a pot with vegetables, Advaita Acharya requested them to eat more. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, how much more can I go on eating? Like that. Dona Vyanjane Bhari Korena Prarthana. Advaita Acharya is requesting, my Lord, please eat some more. Again, he would fill up and he would say, eat some more. And Mahaprabhu would say, Arakotta Koribo Bhojana. How much more can I eat? Like that. আচার্য কহে ये দিয়াছি তাহা না ছাড়িবা এখনো ये দিয়ে তারা অর্ধেকা খাইবা. Advaita Acharya said, please do not give up whatever I have already given you. Yeah, you cannot leave. Initially, he said, you can eat without pretense. Whatever you can finish, you eat. And if you cannot eat, you can leave behind. Isn't it? That's what Advaita Acharya said initially. Now he comes back and he keeps filling each every time the bowl, and then he'll say, whatever I have given, that much you have to eat. You cannot leave that. Please do not give up whatever I have already given you. Now whatever I am giving, you may eat half and leave half. So what I have already put, now the second time, third time, whatever it is, whatever I have filled up, when Mahaprabhu would say, how much more can I eat? He would say that what I have filled up, you finish that. What I will give next time, whatever I'm giving after that, that you can leave. If you're not able to finish, you can leave a little bit, no problem. But what I have already given, you have to finish. Like that. So he really was making sure that Mahaprabhu was eating. So please do not give up whatever I have already given you. Now, whatever I am giving, you may eat half and leave half. No problem. But he would just keep filling every time, right? Next. Nana yatna dainya prabhure koraila bhojana acharyera ichha prabhu korila purana. In this way, by submitting various humble requests, Advaita Acharya made Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu eat. Thus, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fulfilled all the desires of Advaita Acharya. So it's very interesting. I remembered something in this context. You know, in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjun that I'm going to repeat whatever I have told you so far. In the 9th chapter, Krishna speaks about the Aishwarya Gyan of the Supreme Lord. And I'm going to repeat what I have already said. I'm going to repeat again. Why I'm going to repeat again? Priyamanaya, because you're very dear to me. So in this context, it is said that when someone is very dear, when you love someone, then you give it again and again to that person. You make sure that they really get it. So there the example was given of a mother, right? When a mother, she feeds her child, if the child says, no, I don't want to eat and leaves behind, she will somehow or other, she will show this and that, talk to him, tell stories, but somehow make sure that he eats. She'll keep filling him, right? Somehow or other, telling stories, requesting, sometimes like, showing big eyes. Somehow or other, she'll make sure that the baby will eat. Why she does that? Because she loves. She has love in her heart. So she makes sure that the child eats nicely so that the body will be nourished. But someone who does not have love, let's say a guest or a neighbor or a friend, someone, right? Another lady, right? So auntie. So if she puts something and if the child doesn't eat, she'll say, okay, he doesn't eat, so she'll take it away. Why? Because she doesn't have the love that a mother has. I just remembered that here. So Advaita Acharya was praying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu this way, that way, so many, but he was making sure that Mahaprabhu was eating. This only shows how much love Advaita Acharya has for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In this way, by submitting various humble requests, Advaita Acharya made Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda eat. Thus, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fulfilled all the desires of Advaita Acharya. Nityananda kohe amara peta na bharilo, loya jaha tora anna kichu na khailo. So Nityananda Prabhu is saying, again Nityananda Prabhu jokingly said, my belly is not yet filled up. Please take away your food. I have not taken the least of it. Nityananda Prabhu is saying, on one hand, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that so much how I will eat. Of course, if Advaita Acharya is filling up Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's bowls, he's also filling up Nityananda Prabhu's bowls, right? But Nityananda Prabhu is saying that I'm still hungry. My stomach is still empty. I have not taken anything of what you have given. right? It's as if I've not eaten anything because my stomach is empty. Joking words, right? So this is the rasa between Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya. Again, Nityananda Prabhu jokingly said, my belly is not yet filled up. Please take away your food. I don't want, take it back. I have not taken the least of it. I haven't even touched it. Take it back. Eta boli ekagrasa bhata hate loya उझाली फेलीला आगे जैन क्रुद्ध होया. Saying this, not just saying this and laughing angrily, right? Taking one morsel of rice in his hand, he just threw it. Nityananda Prabhu. Eta boli ek agrasa bhat hate loya उझाली फेलीला आगे Jaina Kruddha Hoya. After saying this, Nityananda Prabhu took a handful of rice and threw it on the floor in front of him as if he were angry. You saw that sometimes with little children doing that. They don't like, so they just throw it like this. So Nityananda Prabhu took handful of rice and like as if he's frustrated. What is this? Only this much? I'm so hungry. This is not even sufficient for me. I don't want your food. Take it. And he took a handful of it, just threw it down on the floor. I don't want your rice. Take it back. Like that, angrily. Just like a little child. So, as if he were angry. Next. Bhata dui chari lage acharyera ange. Bhata ange loya acharya nache bahurange. Now, when Nityananda Prabhu threw this handful of rice on the floor, it's, it just like splashes, right? Like water splashes like that. After hitting the ground, it just gets scattered. So that rice, when it fell to the ground, 4 grains of that rice touched Advaita's body. And then bhata dui chari lage acharyara ange. Bhata ange loya acharya nache bahurange. As soon as that jhuta, right? The remnants of Nityananda Prabhu's rice. It from his plate, he was eating from his plate, he just threw it on the ground. And then 4 grains of that rice touched Advaita Acharya's body. Now Advaita Acharya, as soon as that touched his body, he started dancing in so many ways, going into ecstasy. When 2 or 4 pieces of the thrown rice touched his body, Advaita Acharya began to dance in various ways with the rice still stuck to his body. Because Nityananda, he's always full of bliss, right? Even if he looks in the direction of somebody, that person goes into ecstasy. Now his remnants are personally touching the body of Advaita Acharya. He just, he started dancing in so many ways. Avadhutera jhuta lagila mora ange. Avadhutera jhuta lagila mora ange. Parama pavitra more koilo ei dhange. When the rice thrown by Nityananda Prabhu touched his body, Advaita Acharya thought himself purified by the touch of remnants thrown by Paramhamsa Nityananda. Therefore, he began dancing. He thought by getting the touch of Nityananda Prabhu's remnants on his body, he became purified. So, therefore, he started dancing in ecstasy. Purport. The word Avadhuta refers to one above all rules and regulations. Sometimes, not observing all the rules and regulations of a sannyasi, Nityananda Prabhu exhibited the behavior of a mad Avadhuta. He threw the remnants of food on the ground, and some of these remnants touched the body of Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya accepted this happily because he presented himself as a member of the community of Smarta Brahmana. Very, very interesting. See, Advaita Acharya is known in society as the leader of the Brahmanas. He is a Vaishnava, but in society, yesterday as I was telling you about Varnashram, different types of Varnashram are there. So those who are Brahmanas, it's not necessary that all Brahmanas are Vaishnavas, right? That the goal of their duties is to get pure devotional service to Krishna. So there are Smarta Brahmanas also, right? They want their position as Brahmanas. They think that they are the head of the society and everyone else should come and bow down in front of them. Just like yesterday we were reading in Srimad Bhagavatam, or for you this morning, right? Devyani was saying, we are the Brahmanas. We are chosen by the Supreme Lord. We are the ones who are showing direction to the whole society. Even the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the husband of the goddess of fortune, he bows down before us. And specifically, we are respected, and we are very respectable because we are coming in the line of Bhrigu, like that. Pride of being a Brahmana. This is typically the mentality of a Smarta Brahmana, right? That arrogance that I'm a great person. So, Advaita Acharya, representing a Smarta Brahmana, is showing the world that how we, the Smarta Brahmanas, will become purified by the touch of the remnants of Nityananda Prabhu, who, according to them, would appear like a mad person, Avadhuta. Avadhuta actually is a Paramahamsa who is beyond all rules and regulations. But they would look at Avadhuta. Remember Jagai and Madhai? They asked Nityananda Prabhu, "What is your name?" And he said, "I'm Avadhuta." And they became mad. As soon as Nityananda Prabhu said, "I am Avadhuta," they became very angry and they ran after him to beat him. How dare you say like that? So Avadhuta means they think someone who doesn't care for anything, and kind of like a, you know, a reject from society, like that. So, but Advaitacharya is showing no. By the touch of this mad Avadhuta's remnants, his juta, we don't become contaminated, rather we become purified. Another example of Advaitacharya, Haridas Thakur, I think we discussed it earlier. Haridas Thakur is from a Yavana family by birth, but Advaita Acharya gave him the position of the topmost Brahmana by offering him the first plate of Shraddha that he was offering to his ancestors. The first plate he offered to, and all these Smarta Brahmanas were present there. So he's making a bold statement there. Who is exalted? Is it by being a Brahmana? You are good in all these six. In Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto also it is said, Shat Karma Nipuno Vipra, right? In six types of uh, Brahmana, one may be expert, but still he is inferior to a Vaishnava. A Vaishnava is in the topmost position. And that Vaishnava may be from the family of a dog eater, he can be from the family of a Yavana, it does not matter. One who knows the science of Krishna consciousness is a Vaishnava. So here Advaita Acharya is making a bold statement that Smarta Brahmanas are purified by the remnants of Nityananda Prabhu. By touching the remnants of food thrown by Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya immediately felt himself purified of all smarta contamination. Now, because he was also thinking that he was a smarta Brahmana, again, the humility of a Vaishnava, he was thinking, by touching Nityananda Prabhu, who is so pure, so transcendental, so exalted, by touching his remnants, now he's purified of the smarta contamination that he may have, being a Brahmana, performing, if he had any of those contaminations, smarta, samskaras in him, all those would be purified by touching the remnants of Nityananda Prabhu. The remnants of food left by a pure Vaishnava are called Maha Prasadam. This is completely spiritual and is identified with Lord Vishnu. Yes, it's not Juta. If that is Juta, then the Lord's Mahaprasad is also Juta. But the Lord's Mahaprasad is hankered after by great personalities like Lord Shiva, Lord Narad Muni. They go to great extents to get one little piece of Mahaprasad of the Supreme Lord. Similarly, the food which is touched by the lips, by the mouth of a great devotee of the Lord is Mahaprasad. The remnants of food left by pure Vaishnava are called Mahaprasad. This is completely spiritual and is identified with Lord Vishnu. Such remnants are not ordinary. The spiritual master is to be considered on the stage of Paramahamsa and beyond the jurisdiction of the Varnashram institution. Therefore, you must accept the remnants of spiritual master. The remnants of food left by the spiritual master and similar Paramahamsas, not just your spiritual master, other Paramahamsas also, or pure Vaishnavas, are purifying, right? Three things are very valuable. The dust of the feet of a Vaishnava, the Charanamrita, the foot wash of a Vaishnava, and the remnants of food, which he has left on his plate or his juta, right? These are very powerful. If you want bhakti, if you get these things, then that enhances your bhakti greatly. The remnants of food left by the spiritual master and similar Paramahamsas or pure Vaishnavas are very purifying. When an ordinary person touches such prasadam, his mind is purified and his mind is raised to the status of a pure Brahmana. The behavior and statements of Advaita Acharya are meant for the understanding of ordinary people who are unaware of the strength of spiritual values, not knowing the potency of food left by the bona fide spiritual master and pure Vaishnavas. Sometimes even amongst devotees, they have these ideas, right? Oh, this is contaminated food. Actually, a pure devotee's remnant cannot be contaminated. The contamination is not as powerful as the bhakti of that devotee. There cannot be any contamination, right? If you see a very exalted devotee, if you can get the remnants, just take it and eat it, because that person's bhakti will be transferred to your heart. So with that, I will end here. Thank you so much. I wanted to tell you one quick story, but anyway, I'll quickly tell you. It's already 4:19. Once, this is recently means maybe a couple of weeks ago, His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj was giving class in Mayapur, Srimad Bhagavatam class, and Maharaj was saying, so the shloka is how it's glorifying Vidura. Okay, this is the third canto, first chapter, shloka, glorifying Vidura as a devotee. So in that, the example was given how Garuda was able to snatch nectar from the mouth of Indra simply because he was a devotee of, he was he was a pet devotee of the Supreme Lord. Okay, just because Garuda was a pet devotee of the Supreme Lord, he could snatch away nectar from the mouth of Indra, who's so powerful. So this was actually said not regarding Vidura, but it was said regarding the Pandavas and specifically about Arjun, right? So how he defeated Lord Shiva. He was able to do all these wonderful things because he was a pet devotee. The Pandavas were pet devotees of Lord Krishna. So in that context, how Garuda snatched nectar away from the mouth of Indra, Maharaj said it so nicely. Uh, so it's not that Indra was keeping his mouth open and saying, come get it. No, right? You wouldn't expect anyone to come and take any food from your mouth. So Maharaj was saying that once he never saw this ever, but there was one instance where he saw this. He said in Vrindavan, once His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj and His Holiness Burijan Prabhu, His Grace Burijan Prabhu, were honoring prasadam. So both are gurus. If you don't know, they are both Srila Prabhupada disciples, and both are very exalted, very, very, very exalted devotees, spiritual masters. So they were honoring prasadam, and they were talking to each other. Giriraj Maharaj was talking. So obviously, Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj was also sitting there, and he was, honoring prasad. So Giriraj Maharaj was speaking, talking. He had food in his mouth, and he and he was talking and saying, and then out of the blue, you know, like a lightning, like a flash, Burijan Prabhu puts his hand in the mouth of Giriraj Maharaj, takes that food and pops in his mouth and swallows it. Maharaj said he never saw anything like this before or after that, but that was only one instance where he saw someone actually taking food from the mouth of another devotee and putting it in his mouth, eating it. And of course, Giriraj Maharaj was so shocked and bewildered. He didn't expect anything like that to happen, right? That somebody would put, it was already half chewed, but he took from inside the mouth while he was talking, right? So, so he said the lesson to be learned from this is don't talk when you're eating. But this is the power of of remnants of a pure devotee, right? Get it somehow or other. If you can get it, just take it. With that, I will end. Thank you all so much.